everybody, welcome back. A movie review time, where basically we geek out about a movie we just saw, and we just saw Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Men Tell No Tales. Okay, so we came straight from the theater. We're shooting inside because, again, it's too cold to go outside, which you'll see more in the summer. But it was let's do this part first, I guess. This is going to be our no spoiler review. We're not going to give any spoilers out for this movie. If we accidentally say a spoiler, I'll cut it out. You're totally safe. However, if you'd like a review with all the spoilers, there's a link in the description below, or something should be popping up right about now. You can click on that, check that out instead. Yes, right there, the gray iCard, as some people like to call it. Although,
I'm not going anywhere.
I know in a few years it might be not something different and it doesn't exist anymore. But anyways, so there you go. You don't need a warning, but we're just going to give it to you. So overall impressions, for me, I really liked it. It's much, well, just for some, for some context, I love the first three. I enjoyed the fourth one, but I always felt it fell a little flat for me. It wasn't, it just didn't really leave me with anything.
I don't remember the last one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The fourth one was kind of on Stranger Tides, and it was kind of empty calories, if you will. It's like where you're watching, it's like, oh, it's pretty good, but you don't.
Yeah, News Junkies actually did a really quick, 10-minute summary of all four of the other films. Which I was like, I got to, I was like, I hadn't realized I had completely forgotten the fourth film until they started talking about the fourth film. Oh yeah, there was mermaids and shit.
That's how I feel about the Underworld films. Somebody reminded me there was one more than I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, I have it. But obviously she's a Pirates fan too, although she did just cover up. Johnny Depp has joined us for this review. But your initial, and then my initial impression is I really, really enjoyed this. I got more emotion out of this than I was anticipating. Thank you, Jeffrey Rush. And there's some cool stuff going on. But your overall?
I enjoyed it. Not quite as much as, like the original, but I put it somewhere around 2 and 3.
Yeah, I would definitely put it there. Yeah, nothing has really come as close to the original. And me, I dig sequels and stuff. I'm not one of those, it's always the original. Sometimes sequels are better. But, I would put that with in the 2, somewhere between maybe 2 and 3. Maybe just after 3, I don't know, but it's definitely a lot better than the last one. There's some great emotion, there's some great comedy, some really good reveals.
The special effects.
The special effects are fantastic. Though I will say this, my dad rarely goes to the movie theaters, but ever since he saw Star Wars in 3D, some movies he'll go because he thinks the 3D is really good. He had to bail on this one because of work, and actually I get to tell him that, actually the 3D wasn't. 3D was, it could have been impressive in this movie, but the 3D really was barely there.
Again, more sort of a depth.
Yeah, but even that, there just wasn't a lot of use of the 3D in this. They did not make a great use of the 3D, and there were things they really could have, but that's fine. I'd rather they, be subtle with it and not get gimmicky, but that's the only real complaint I have there. Visual effects, though, fantastic. Absolutely top notch, I thought. All the bad guys, you've seen them in the trailers, the kind of ashy, half there, zombie men kind of thing. You got very close to spoiler territory there. Because I know exactly what you were going to reference, and that would be a spoiler because I've not seen it in any of the marketing materials. And a lot of people just watch one trailer and they're done, so you got to keep that in mind too.
Really?
I know, right? Before we get too into it, there is a post-credit scene, so definitely stick around for that. It's pretty cool. God, what do I want to say about it? Because it's really good. I mean, the designs are cool. You get the introduction to Captain Jack in this one is really funny. Actually,
I have to say that the makeup for just the regular people is pretty impressive.
Yeah, especially Jeffrey Rush. They really make him look like someone who has lived a life at sea. Even just the redness of his eyes and stuff, I was catching, and I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, everybody looks rough except for the high class British officers.
Yeah. Now that's one thing I will, without getting too spoilery, is you kind of have some British officer bad guys in this. They were not standout. They were kind of cardboard cookie cutter. In the original trilogy, some of those characters you knew enough to be like, oh yeah, it's that guy. These guys, you could almost be like, wait, is that?
They were just plot device.
Yeah, they really were. They were very underdeveloped, but that happens.
Captain Device!
Yeah, Captain Plot Device. But yeah, so what else? Acting's really good.
Yeah.
New characters and old.
I say Johnny's, given how much time they've had to cover between movies 3 and 5.
Yeah.
Captain Jack Sparrow's aged remarkably well.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, there's some other things that you may or may not have seen in trailers, so I won't talk about it in this video just in case. But look, it was very enjoyable. It's a good summer popcorn film. I was surprised. I actually did have some tears streaming at the end. But I can't really get into it here.
Misty-eyed at best.
Yeah, well, and again, there was a subtlety in a certain moment of performance that hooked me into a certain story thread, maybe more than other people. And and I'm not saying like, ooh, I'm special. I'm just saying I happened to focus on this one thing, and it hit my heart a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's you know who. That's Little Miss punch you in the shoulder if you pick on her for having emotions. She didn't even have them, and I get punched in the shoulder. But yeah, man, good pace. Music's really good. I think it's a new composer. I didn't catch his name, but the sea, the Caribbean looked fantastic. I like the way it starts too. Kind of sets up some new things and kind of touches on some old things. Yeah. And it's got a great pace. I mean, it just really moves along like a good Pirates movie should. Mm-hmm. But yeah. I mean, I pretty much recommend it. I think. Yeah. Well, I mean, I know I would.
Okay. Are you looking forward to sequel?
Yes. Because we all know there's going to be more. This is the start of. There's debate with us, if you guys know you can say, but she was thinking there's only one more. I could have sworn I heard there was two more, and this was the start of a new trilogy. And it did feel more like the part 1 of 3 to me than just, okay, we've set all this up for one last shebang. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying, I don't know that I'm right, so I don't know.
It kind of depends on how well, might depend on just how well this movie performs.
Yeah. And I think everybody in the theater had a good time with it, as far as I can tell.
I think it's going to be one of those things. If you go in wanting to have a good time, you'll have a good time.
Yeah. If
you're kind of being a grump about it, then you'll find reasons to hate it.
Yeah. I think that's pretty fair. But, I enjoyed it. So I think if you like the other Pirates movies, if you found enjoyment in the last one, you'll definitely like this one. Because this was definitely much higher up. Cat's on the tripod leg if it happens to shake, just so you know.
She says, this is my tripod.
Yeah, no. But yeah, so cool. Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to say in the no spoilers? No. I know she always wants to get to the spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Well, there you guys go. I think we both kind of recommend it. That's just our basic feelings, so check it out. Let us know what you're thinking. But don't comment spoilers in this video. If you want to talk spoilers, please jump to the All the Spoilers video, and let's not ruin it for other people, because there are some surprises and twists and turns in this one. Yeah. So, but other than that, though, click that thumbs up button. Give us the thumb of encouragement. We do love to be encouraged. And I guess we're going to get out of here and go talk some spoilers. So we'll see you all later.